Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Quest. We are once again going to be playing Rehgar today. Now, in the last video, I played him as a full healing Rehgar build, and a lot of you were asking, what do I do to make him a damage dealer? I've tried it and it just wasn't successful. So I don't actually recommend going full damage, taking Bloodlust and things like that. I still think Ancestral healing is the better talent, but with the build that I'm showing you today, you're going to be able to basically 1v1 anyone in the game, and be able to get away from most confrontations before you actually die. It's a pretty good build. You do decent damage and still have the healing that you need for your team. Let's give it a go.
I will fight to my last breath.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves in the Cursed Hollow. For level 1, there's a lot of really good talents here. Honestly, all of these would be a good pick. But because we're going for a damage-focused build, I'm going to be picking up Empowering Charge. So whenever we give Lightning Shield to a target, so this will even work on our allies if we wanted to boost Illidan's damage here, who has his Master Skin. You don't see too many Master Skin Illidans. But our W will now increase the attack damage for the next 3 auto attacks by 25%. Pretty strong ability, allows you to get some burst damage out. I'm going to say hi to everyone. If you don't know already, my Q ability is Chain Heal. It will heal a target and then bounce to others around it. My W ability is Lightning Shield. It gives us a little bit of AoE damage around our character. And then our E ability is Earthbind Totem. We put it down on the ground and it will slow any enemies in the area. We can also attach our Lightning Shield to that, although with the upgrades to Lightning Shield that we just got, I think it'd be a little bit of a waste, because obviously we're not going to be able to boost the damage. We're not going to be able to boost the attack damage of... getting ganked. So we'll just go ahead and drop the Lightning Shield, drop the Earthbind Totem and casually walk out of there. Fun fact, if you're playing Rehgar, Alt on your keyboard is your friend. The Alt key is your friend. Now, obviously, we're in a 2v1 lane. That's never ideal. But because of our team comp, I think it's kind of necessary. We have an Illidan and a Malfurion in the middle, and Illidan needs a lot of help, especially in the early game. So I should be able to hold off this lane. Oh, a good route into an Earthbind, but he is going to blink out of there. To be expected. It's so hard to catch a Zeratul. Alright, so as I was saying, the Alt key is your friend. If you don't know, and here's the storm, holding down Alt makes your spells self-cast. It's a self-cast modifier. So if we want to chain heal ourselves, all we have to do is hold down Alt and then press Q. If we want to Earthbind at our feet, all we have to do is hold down Alt and press E. It makes life so much easier. Such a huge... Oh, Illidan jumping in deep! Is going to make it out of there. I already used the chain heal on him, unfortunately, and he is going to fall, but Zeratul also does not have his blink. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to make anything of it, though. Sorry, I tried. We gotta look sympathetic. So a lot of your damage on Rehgar is going to come from jumping in and out of your mount form. Your Ghost Wolf is your mount. It has like a 3-second cooldown, but it also gives you an attack damage boost whenever you exit the form, or you're on your first auto attack while you're exiting the form. Zeratul coming in once again. If he's not careful, I will put him in his place. Let's see if we can dodge the stun some more. I don't think she's managed to land a single stun yet. We are going to die here, but I'm going to try to take Zeratul down with me, and I don't. This is one of those builds that comes into its own, I believe, at level 13. Yes. So a lot of different builds in this game have their talent levels where they become strong. Illidan, for instance, becomes strong, I believe, at level 4 and then again at level 13. Like, those are where you start to see the big jumps. For this build, I feel like it doesn't really become strong until level 13. So until then, you kind of want to pick your fights wisely. I probably could have gotten away from that fight, but I wanted to sit in it. I wanted to see how it played out. Okay, I need to pick a talent, but I also have to deal with this. We're going to go for a focused attack. Why not? I don't know if that was the right decision, but it's the one we went with. All right, we have zoned them out. And we are going to pick that up, no problem. Illidan once again being engaged by Zeratul. Zeratul now jumping away. We have caught the enemy. No, we haven't. Of course we haven't. Why on earth would I ever think the real Nova would just jump out like that? Maybe it's because Novas do that all the time. Malfurion may be in a bad spot here. Unfortunately, we do fail on that body block a little bit, but a massive team fight is erupting. I'm on the enemy Rehgar right now. Are we going to take him down? Yes, we are, with the help of Illidan. Always really refreshing to see a good Illidan player. Sergeant Hammer is chasing down the enemy Nova. I'm moving into position to try and help. We can just zone her out a little bit. And the team wants to go for this golem now. I think that's a great idea. Going to be supporting them with some chain heals at the start. And then I'm just going to walk in here and help with some damage. Help with that auto attack damage. So the talent I picked up is focused attack. The other alternative would be Feral Heart, I think. Yeah, I think those are the two I would go with. Or maybe even Chain Reaction, honestly. Probably wouldn't be bad. Because you're going to be giving yourself Lightning Shield all the time. So, okay, let me explain the bonuses of each of these. Hello. Hold that thought. Oh, the roots do miss slightly, but hey, we pushed him out. Tribute is spawning top. For this level, we are going to be picking up Battle Momentum, without question. Battle Momentum, always one of the best talents you can get on nearly any character that has the option. All right, Sergeant Hammer, you going to siege up? What are we doing? I'm just going to zone for Malfurion here as he does begin to pick that up. But Kerrigan in a bad spot. The roots are real. The Earthbind Totem just cements that death. And we are zoning the enemy team out here. Nothing they can do about this. They have too many people down in the bottom lane dealing with that golem that we spawned down there. And now we're just going to spawn another one up in the top lane. They're basically on the back foot right now. But because they've been in lane more than we have, they are actually ahead on XP. So while we are doing a good job of getting these objectives and making them go to mercenaries rather than going for tributes, we are kind of hurting ourselves in the XP department as of right now. We should get this as well while everyone's together. I can go in here and I can tank this. Illidan, always a really good choice on your team if you have him to focus on mercenaries, because you could see while he was fighting that golem, he barely took any damage to his health pool at all. He's a very, very effective jungler. The enemy team now going for their bottom night camp or their middle night camp as well, so we're a bit even on camps now. I could have gone top, but I really didn't want to because there's so many people there. Okay, before I forget, Feral Heart makes it so you don't run out of mana as easy. While you're in, oh man, while you're in your wolf form, you're going to be regenerating health and mana. I got pulled into this way more than I wanted to be, and we're just going to leave. Chain Reaction would heal you for more when you have Lightning Shield on you. So it's a good talent because you're going to have Lightning Shield on you all the time in these little trades. You can heal yourself for more too, making you a better 1-versus-1 character, make you a better dueling character. We are going to be picking up Ancestral Healing. I feel like Bloodlust is an amazing talent if you have a coordinated team, but Ancestral Healing is amazing even if you don't have a coordinated team, as long as you know when to use it. You have to time it just right, because if you're a little too slow, it's going to waste the cooldown, and you get half the cooldown back. But also, Ancestral Healing allows you to get away from basically any conflict that there's ever been in combination with your Ghost Wolf. Alright. Well, looks like Kerrigan may be engaging on me here. She is in the range of Sergeant Hammer. I'm just going to drop the slowdown right behind her, and we can pursue this a little bit. Not too much. Go ahead and use Ancestral Healing on myself. Probably a little bit too early. I just saw their Nova there, and I panicked a little bit, so you know, you can never be too careful when there's a Nova. The Earthbind Totem is going down yet again on Kerrigan. Now, Kerrigan is a pretty tanky character, but the ultimate from the friendly Vala is going to stun her in place, and now Malfurion coming out with that Tranquility. He is going to keep everyone alive in this engagement forever and ever. All right, we're in a good spot. I don't think we should push into their gate anymore. I think it's a good time to start backing up, but with our enemy Rehgar in our grasp, we might as well drop the Earthbind Totem and see if we can make anything happen. We can't, so it's time to leave. I'm going to try to help out Vala here. Just be a body-to-body block. That's all I'm trying to do, because I know I can get away from just about anything. So we can afford to stay back in those fights just a little bit longer than a normal person could. It looks like a Void Prism was dropped by the enemy Zeratul. Is it going to be enough to kill Vala? Yes, it is, but he does not have his blink, so we're going to drop the totem in front of him. And the hunt coming out from... Whoa, where are all these projectiles going? The hunt coming out from Illidan is going to secure the death of Zeratul. We had a Nova ultimate in there, a triple tap coming out from the enemy Nova. I only saw one projectile, though, so it's likely she got stunned. She got interrupted by something. We're going to be picking up Farewell Lunge now, an amazing talent for an offensive Rehgar. An incredible talent for an offensive Rehgar. It allows him to basically leap to targets. Now, you already have some of the best mobility in the game, but on top of that leap, it also increases the damage on that first initial attack even more. So we can see the enemy Nova here. We're almost in range, but the enemy Rehgar here will prove our point. 508 damage on that attack. And then we can do that every few seconds. We can just jump in and out of this form. And we can basically stick to targets as good as Illidan can. And Illidan's one of the best characters at chasing in the entire game. So I think that's a testament. That is definitely a testament to the validity of this build. So once again, going in, gonna ult ourselves. Probably a little bit premature yet again. I'm chasing it with Illidan. Here we go. The hunt is out, and we're just gonna jump on this as well. Lightning Shield on ourselves, going to be increasing our attack damage. Now the only problem with this build, the only issue I have with it, is the fact that when you cast Lightning Shield on yourself, it does take you out of that Feral Wolf form. So you're never going to get the bonus on that initial hit. You're going to be getting the bonuses on the subsequent hits after that. We're going to drop the Earthbind right here, go into Feral form, hit Zeratul for a decent amount of his health, and unfortunately Malfurion's going to die there. You should be leaving. Leave, sir. We can get out of here. We can all get out of here. Concussive Blast from Sergeant Hammer should push them all back, but Illidan's like, no, I'm going to jump back in on this, which was a mistake, and then he dives directly into a stun of the enemy Kerrigan. That is unfortunate. I genuinely think we all could have gotten out of there, but he did die trying to save team members, and there's something to be said about that. Earthbind getting dropped. I am caught in the stun of Kerrigan, but we should be fine. No, we're not. I didn't see Nova there. We are not fine. So that was our second death of the game. I've already died way more than I'm normally used to on Rehgar. Like, Rehgar is one of those characters that just keeps going. Also, I haven't dealt as much damage as I would like, but you can see we're competitive with the whole team. We're a little bit behind, but our healing is on comparable to Malfurion's, and our damage is comparable to our Vala. So it's a pretty well-rounded build, but an aggressive playstyle. Like I said, it's not full damage. It focuses on survivability, mobility, damage burst, but also healing. It's a little bit of everything. It's like a jack-of-all-trades build, I think. The team pinging that they want to get the top golem, I think it's a good, maybe actually not a good idea, because the enemy team just got their bottom golem. So that means that they're probably on their way over here. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of zoning. Actually, they went to their night camp. That's good. It just means we have a little bit more time. And you can just see how proficient Illidan is at tanking those. Yes, he does have Malfurion there, and Malfurion could be giving him some healing, but even without a healer, for instance, when I went to BlizzCon and the semifinals, I believe, or it was the finals, they had, one of the teams, I don't remember which, I apologize, had an Illidan player just roaming around in the jungle with an Arthas. And their focus was just taking out mercenary camps super early in the game. Another tribute is spawning, but unfortunately this golem is wreaking havoc upon the bottom lane. We are going to be picking up Earth Grasp. Now, once again, this is another fantastic talent range where you could pretty much pick any one of these you want to, and it'll go well with the build. I like Earth Grasp because it adds utility to the team and also increases your kill potential if you're able to stick to targets a little bit better. Earth Grasp is a root on your E as well, so it's not only a slow, but it has an increased range, and it's a root. He couldn't move there even if he wanted to. So that allows your teammates to set up a little bit more. That allows you as the Rehgar player to have time to get back into Feral Wolf to deal that extra damage. So with the root on your E, you can essentially use your Lightning Shield on yourself, then go in, well, drop the root first, use Lightning Shield on yourself, and then go into Feral form and get that full damage burst. Probably hit for somewhere in the neighborhood of 700-800 at this level, if I had to guess. I'm chasing down the enemy Nova for some reason. That is not the real Nova. Earthbind Totem is going to come out. Looks like he picked up the same target. And she's going to miss her roots. I think we should punish her for that, personally. But I think I kind of messed up my initiate there. So we're going to leave. Especially because they have some reinforcements coming in. Vala, on the other hand, was like, fuck that. We are going to kill him. 600 auto attack damage coming out from that Feral. Oh, the Void Prison completely just killed their Rehgar. Their Rehgar is not going to get out of this. I might, though. All right, dropping the Earthbind as soon as I can. There you go. And we're just going to casually walk away from that as our team comes in for the cleanup. Kerrigan caught in the roots, jumping back in with that Feral Lunge. We are going to be able to take her down as well. I'm going to give Illidan our Lightning Shield. That's going to increase his auto attack damage, and he did some work with it. Actually, I gave it to Vala, but I thought she was a little bit out of range. She did work with it too, though. Don't you worry. And we are going to pick up the Quadra kill on the enemy team with that engagement. Started out a little bit questionable. We managed to get out of there with the Ancestral healing, with that amazing talent. And with that Earthbind Totem, we locked, I believe, 2 or 3 members of the enemy team in place, and the friendly team was really good about coming into that bad situation and making it better. So, to review, just spam Z all the time. I'm missing out on damage opportunities because I'm not spamming Z. Like, I've noticed it. That's something I need to improve on with my Rehgar playstyle. I haven't played like this in a while. Funny story, the first time I played a game with Force Strategy Gaming, it was when he was live streaming, and I just happened to be on the enemy team. Good route going down. The Hungry coming out on Zeratul. He is going to dodge it with that blink, though. Now, Kerrigan in a bad spot. I do not have an Earthbind Totem, but we don't even need it. Between the body blocking of Illidan and myself, we were able to take him down. Now the Earthbind is going out. The Ancestral Healing coming out as well is going to keep me in this fight a little bit longer. Now engaging on the enemy Nova. She is going to fall, but unfortunately Illidan is too. The core proved to be a little bit too much for us to handle. Now I am out of mana. If I had the Feral talent, that would be fine. Zeratul once again re-engaging in here. And you can just see with that quick combo, we were able to deal nearly half of Zeratul's damage half of Zeratul's health in damage that quickly on a support character. I just love Rehgar. He has so much versatility. You can play him in a wide variety of ways. Unfortunately, I did leave there, and Sergeant Hammer did get rooted by the enemy Malfurion. Our Malfurion being chased by Zeratul now. I'm going to try to come down and make something happen here. Vala picking up the Tribute. That was a very questionable play. The Tribute obviously did curse the enemy team, which is usually pretty good, but we just don't have anyone on the board, really, to capitalize on that. Malfurion probably going to get away from this. Hey, an Ancestral Healing is going to secure his life. That's so frustrating to be on the other end of that. And let's just go ahead and kill Malfurion here. He's going to root us. We're going to root him. And now I'm going to have to run. But because Feral Wolf is so amazing, we're going to get out of here just fine. Is it Ghost Wolf or Feral Wolf? Ghost Wolf, my bad. Feral Wolf's the talent. My bad. The hunt coming out from Illidan yet again is going to be locking down someone on the enemy team. I'm trying to stay back here. I'm going to play this as a supporty kind of character right now because I don't have a lot of health. You can see Kerrigan re-engaging on me. We're just going to get back in that Ghost Wolf form and get away from her. Now, the only people remaining are the two healers. And never mind, there's a Nova somewhere. Here's Zeratul's here as well. Shit. Oh, there's the Nova. Oh, that hurt. I think Nova misclicked there, hitting Malfurion instead of me. That's definitely good for me. That's good news for me. We already have Ancestral Healing again, so we're going to use that on myself. We're going to stay in this fight at this level. I'm going to pick up Storm Shield. Storm Shield, I think, is a better talent than the improved Ancestral Healing. And that's going to be a good game. So there you go. Not bad. We, did pretty decent damage. We did pretty decent healing. We weren't top on damage, and we weren't top on healing. But it was a pretty good middle ground, and you can just see the survivability of Rehgar once I started playing him properly towards the end of the video. This is one of my favorite builds in the entire game. That's why I wanted to share it with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know who... Whoa, words. Let me know who you would like to see next down in the comments. I am going to take a day off and then sit down to record the next week's worth of videos. So let me know. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.